Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I just did the midweek uranium update, the midweek daily commodities, the midweek commodities update. Check them out. And I decided to make a very quick video on uranium miners that I think looks very good at the moment. Some has already broken out from big structures and some are just a tad below. So you can do with them as you may. I'm not going to big details, but I just want to show you the long-term patterns that there are, and you can do and play it however you want. Maybe you haven't heard of the stock before, fine, you can check it out. Again, it's totally up to you how you want to play it. If you find one or two, beautiful. If not, you can just listen to my lovely voice, and that's always a good thing, right? So with that being said, as always, like, subscribe, do your thing. I know you do. Let's get into business. I have marked them here. I don't know how many I have. I have roughly 12. And I have put it on high Ganache candles because it's a bit more visual to see. So first off is Denison Mines. Again, it would be very quickly, nothing detailed on the weekly, so very long-term time frames. The highs there coming all the way down, the 2021 high, and we have, this is, well, excuse me, this is one of them that has broken out, done the retesting, and now going to the triangle high here at roughly 2.66. So again, if we get above, again, not the details, but again, we have broken out, and in my view, we are on the way to higher prices. And when we take out that high, we have a level at roughly 4.3, which we will visit, in my view, and maybe even higher, depending on how you want to measure that move. Encore Energy, I find very beautiful, very, very strong uptrend. Beautiful trend broken there, retest, resumption, stunningly. It has broken out, it has run quite a bit. So maybe not the perfect buy now, but pullbacks is maybe how you play it. Fission, good old Fission Uranium. That's a break right there. And small breakout, retest, resumption again. We are still in this massive green uptrend. And as long as we are, in my view, we are going to visit that upper rail or trend line in that trend line or trend channel here. So on, FCU, Fission looks fantastic. And the next is the triangle high at roughly 1.25. But when that gets broken, which I think it will, then we're on to higher prices. FUU, not FU. I wouldn't say that on TV, wouldn't I? Again, neckline broken here off that inverted head and shoulders. So a lot of retesting done. So when we break that level, that resistance at roughly a tad below 0.50, 0.5, that's when this one gets really interesting. So at roughly 0.4748, that's when you do your thing, depending on how you want to play it. Looks beautiful here, breakout, sideways action. I love it. I love it, to be honest. ISO, I want to zoom in there. That's the big bullish consolidation. 3 impulse, lower lows, beautiful big breakout, and a major flag just above our breakout levels, all the breakout trend lines here. We had a sort of rail there that we broke out of, and now we're just bullish consolidation. And yeah, I find this very explosive, very bullish. And when we take out that bullish formation, we're going to the highs there, in my view. The triangle height at roughly 6.66. That's a nasty number, but it is what it is. And then we will, in my view, go higher until proven otherwise. Simple structure, but very, very nicely looking. Catan and Prom here, a bit different, but we have this green support there. And we have a squeeze right here. We've broken out huge momentum, and now we are bull flagging. Play that as you may. I find it very interesting. Again, if we're bull flagging down to that green support, that's usually a launch pad to the break of the flag, and then we go higher. The measured move is, again, if we go to here, 55, and we are currently at 40. So not too bad for that bull flag and that measured move. When and if it breaks, play it as you may, but the trend is definitely up, no doubt about it. This is long-term stuff here for Lamid. A bit of a lagging stock here. But again, long-term, we had a 1 2, 3 impulse moves down. Beautiful. Major move up here and a bull flag. And we have broken the bull flag, but where are we now? We are exactly at that big long-term golden resistance. And when that breaks, it will be very nice, in my honest opinion, and we will go. First off, as always, the triangle high at 1.1. Then we will be going to 3, which is the level up here, the big breakdown level there. That's where we're going before a major pause is possibly in the making. And we are currently at roughly 0.7. LEU, a bit of a weird chart. Again, you know, we have this long-term bad boy here. You can see the highs there. We had the 2021 high there. The 2021 high is so relevant on all charts across the board. That's why it's in. And what is happening now? I think this is actually a stock that goes a bit under the radar. No one is talking about it. But that one here we have broken. You can clearly see that is broken. And now we are bull flagging, bull pending down towards a double support. I'll do like this. Maybe that might be a bit more better. There it is. So we have this smaller one, internal support there, and we have the big support here. So if we start to curl up from here, from you know, getting into the 50, 54s, 55s, give or take, in my view, we have a great risk reward entry, and the stop should be below that low there, roughly 47, maybe a bit lower depending on how your risk tolerance is. But again, I think this one looks fantastic. No one is talking about it, and this one could actually move, you know, quite a bit here. So let's see. Again, I find it interesting. You do what you want to do if you want to do anything. Mega uranium. Oh, mega uranium. I love it. We talked about this with Borak actually as well. I showed it to him. He found it very interesting. And the Monday after it did like 10%. I don't know if that was our talk, but definitely that was nice to see. Again, quite easily. We are so close to breaking that 0.4342 level. And we can zoom in here again. So let's see again. This is a big move. We haven't had any consolidations. We are very overbought, but still, maybe we do like this and then we break. I don't know, or we get all the way up here and then we make a flag there. But still, very interesting to see that 0.23 level, 0.42 level. Play it as you may, but that is the big one for me to get through this with conviction. And then we have a lot higher prices. I would do like this if I were to say that that could be the absolute maximum that we're getting. So you're getting that distance right there from there in percentage terms. So you're getting roughly all the way up to roughly 2.5 or so, give or take. I find it very, very beautiful. Sky Harbor, again, a bit of the same chart as Mega with this huge, lovely basing here. Lovely. We had a bit of some breakouts here, the false breakouts here. But my view is still the same. The highs 2000 actually, and then again we have the 21 highs and then a high a bit later. I want to zoom in, and we are now trying to hit our head onto that golden trend line. So again, that could be an early entry. Again, if we take out that white resistance at roughly 0.72, that could be, you know, a later entrance, depending on how you want to play it. But definitely, this what we're seeing right here is very nice, and we are really trying to break out there, hopefully. And we haven't done it yet. We're still way below. Well, not way below, but we are at 0.5 now, and we want to get at least into the 60s, 0.60, before we can call any big breakouts there. But definitely a chart to watch. Also, you know, again, big downtrend here, basing. So if we can break above the base highs, that's when you have your uptrend for a stock. Last but not least is UUU. So that's energy fuels. Same thing again here. You know, we have 1, 2, 3 impulse, you know, lower lows from that big falling wedge breakout, and now we have our big level here at roughly 11.50, 11.5. But definitely, definitely now that one is broken, and the path of least resistance is that blue line, in my view. So yeah, again, also there could be a big inverted head and shoulders, which has a lot higher prices. You can do it as you may, but definitely this one has my thoughts here again. Energy fuels has broken out, but is still lacking, Cameco and Catan and Prom and all these bigger stocks. But again, we definitely are on the verge of leaving some big levels, and the big level will be roughly 11.2, 11.34 in that zone. I have marked some here, but that's not for this video. This is purely for the Canadian and the American markets. Again, I've shown you some charts that I find interesting. Some are very close breaking out. Some has broken out, some has retested. So definitely, these are not the big names like Cameco, Sprott, Catan and Prom, UEC for that matter. These are the mid-sized to smaller caps. And if they start to run, that's usually later stages in the uranium bull market. So that will be very nice to see. But definitely, some of them are looking very nice, very close to big breakouts. And then they could pop really quick. Because they have such a small market cap. So again, do with it as you may. I just showed you some chart that I find interesting. Hopefully you do the same. Find one or two or zero. It's totally up to you. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, if you like this kind of stuff, I don't do this that often. But if you do, let me know in the comments below. And again, do you agree? Do we have a stock that I haven't had on here that might looks very interesting? Let me have a look at it if you will comment in the comment section below. My voice is getting very tired. 3 videos, check them out. As always, we will see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.